What's happening, everybody?
And when the other congressmen and the Capitol. That's what I
The numbers, looks like to me like the numbers might be dwindling a little bit.
Who you with? CNN?
Nah. Independent Citizen News.
Oh, okay. Well, that ain't, you ain't with the Guardian or Crave Lopen or nothing.
No.
Oh, you're independent. You're not a fake news guy.
Right.
You want my picture?
We live stream everything.
Yeah.
To try to prevent from being able to create a bias.
Oh, you understand. You got to know the truth about things.
Right.
When I was in Vietnam, my sergeant, I was up on the DMZ. My sergeant major kicked Sam Donaldson off the fire base because he was fake news. He was coming up there running his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll remember.
Wow, that's
I mean,
interesting.
we in Vietnam fighting. We tell you, you got to do what we tell you to do. This is war.
Right.
We want good things. We do good things. You don't want to report nothing good, just bad stuff. God bless you. I'm just the intel. I'm gathering.
Well.
If anybody bothers you, let me know. I'll look at it.
I appreciate you. Hey, man.
This is no joke.
Independent Citizen News.
Yeah, okay.
Appreciate your service, sir.
Jackson, you're the reason we serve this for people like you.
Thank you, sir.
You can be free. Thank you. Fake news! Fake news! Fake news! Fake news! Fake news!
Well, I feel like the number might be dwindling a little bit from whenever I first started here. It got real big, and then it's starting to slide off a little bit.
About 76.
Oh, you think so?
So I don't know.
I think the number was larger earlier. I really do.
So are you on the left or the right or what?
I don't. I try to stay in the middle. As a journalist, I'm supposed to try to maintain close as I can to not having a bias, and try to get down to the bottom of things.
Good job here.
Well, I don't want to. As a matter of fact,
People are pissed because there's always some little dig thrown in at the end about Trump. CBS, they'll tell a story and then they'll throw some little dig in at the end, and you just want to kick the damn TV. Instead of reporting the news, they're trying to make the news all the time.
Right. They either embellish the facts or they don't cover the facts at all.
Yeah.
For example, man, I was listening to this lady.
Sometimes they'll cover it, but they won't cover it evenly. They won't get both sides.
Hey Dagger, thank you for joining me back. I lost the stream a few minutes ago, but I got it back as soon as I could. I was trying out a new app to live stream from, and it didn't work out too well. So we're going back to basics.
Fake news!
Fake news!
But I was listening to this lady from the UK where that apartment building burned down.
Yeah.
And that's horrible. She's thinking that everybody in the building died. But they're not telling anybody, and everybody around the world is sending gifts, sending donations to the UK for these people, and it's not getting to the people because they're all dead. They all died in the fire.
I saw it when that thing was going, and it looked like it was starting. It was burning all the way up from about the 4th or 5th floor all the way to the top.
Yes, sir.
It was damn inferno.
Yeah, that's it. The thing about it was it was government housing, and they had just recently spent £10 million on the renovation of the place.
Yeah.
And they didn't even get the elevator fixed. There was only one exit in and out of the place. There were so many other fire
traps.
Fire code violations. I don't know if they have a fire code there or not. They should probably look into getting one if they don't.
What did they wrap the building in? It's supposed to be flammable.
Some kind of plastic.
Insulation.
So here's the interesting thing. Plastic's what burnt down I-85 not too long ago.
Exactly. And they're trying to blame Basil L, the hapless homeless guy, based on the testimony of 2 other homeless people.
Right.
Who were trying to evade responsibility themselves.
Absolutely. I think that's right.
Instead of the DOT commissioner, who let them store it down here to start with, he's the one everybody needs to keep going after.
You know, well, there's a lot of people out there that believe that it might possibly have been a psyop to try to get funding to fix the bridge that needed to be fixed anyway. All right, so
I hadn't thought about that.
well, shortly after the bridge collapse, Governor Deal decided it was a state of emergency and got a bunch of funds in order to fix the problem soon.
Here's what I think why they're not holding the DOT commissioner responsible. If they hold him responsible, then the feds are going to be asking, why did you give him $10 million when you caused it yourself? You know, when I first moved down here from North Carolina, and I saw that, I said that's wrong. Storing that stuff. I saw it back in 1990 when I came back. It's been there that long.
Oh wow, it's been there since 1990.
Maybe not that particular part. I think it was the same stuff, but the point is there were construction materials stored down there, wood and a whole other stuff. In North Carolina, they'd arrest you for doing that. It's against DOT rules.
So it's so common occurrence here in Atlanta that you're not even so sure that it was in fact that same location on I-85 that it's referring to.
I'm sure about the location because in 96.
I don't want to blow that right in your face. It ain't nothing but water. But
In 1996, I was working my way through law school, and Green's limo service was based out of that Holiday Inn down there. At the end of that street, used to be an old Holiday Inn down there. That's a dead end street, and it was the old Holiday Inn Crown. And I drove by that stuff every day, several times every day. It was still there in '96. That's crazy, storing construction materials underneath the bridge.
absolutely correct. And not having any kind of security whatsoever.
And they had trucks down there full of diesel fuel and gasoline. There shouldn't have been any vehicles down there. This state is known for taking a shortcut, doing the cheap way out on almost everything. Same thing with generally the entire highway system.
Alabama does that too.
They should have built this outer belt a long time ago, tying 85 to 75 together up in Gwinnett County or north there, either one. The only reason that happened is Purdue made a campaign promise that he wouldn't do it. That's how he got all those northern suburbs on his side. He told them he wouldn't build the road. Barnes wanted to build the road. Barnes was an asshole, but Barnes was right over there. I know, I used to work in Barnes' office. He was the finest fellow you ever seen one day, and when he got to be governor, he just flipped.
Oh wow.
The biggest jerk you've ever seen.
Well, what do you think might have caused that flip-flop like that? Like more responsibility, more power?
Went to his head immediately. I mean, immediately. I saw him within a week of the election, after the election. He was up there. I was working for George T. Smith at the time, who was counsel in that firm. And I saw Roy in the hall. He owned the office building, still does. And, he came in, would hardly speak to me. We've been, we've been very cordial up to that time.
Well, it's difficult to see someone change personalities like that right in front of your face, especially if you value the friendship and the camaraderie. You know.
I thought the guy was a friend of mine, but I found out quick he wasn't. Now, and when he left office, after he left office, I went to George T. Smith's funeral, just like he used to. Hey, boy, how you doing? I wouldn't even go over and talk to him. I don't want to hear that BS. I've seen him act two different ways. he's out trying to hustle cases. He's gregarious and friendly.
So
I wonder which one's the real Roy Barnum. Obviously not the person I thought he was.
right. That or he was putting on a facade for some other reason. That or he was putting on a facade for some other reason, you know.
So he's back to hustling cases. So he's all buddy now. I mean, he's a tremendously smart guy. There's no question about it.
Absolutely.
And one heck of a trial lawyer.
I'm from over in the West Georgia area.
Yeah.
I don't come out here very often, but it's always interesting every time I do. Since I've started doing this, I've been to Atlanta more in the past year, and I started in April of last year.
Who do you sell it to?
I'm not selling it to
Put it on the internet?
right. Well, I have I've given permission to Independent Citizen News to use any footage that I put up on my website or on my YouTube channel, and then I also produce articles over there for them. It's myself and
You call it Independent Citizen News?
yeah, Independent Citizen News or iCitizenNews.net.
Citizen News.
And it's about 10 of us around the country that put content together and things like this.
iCitizenNews.net. Okay, I'll look for it.
And my channel is Whom It May. Whom It May.
Oh, that's a subcategory in there.
Well, that's my YouTube channel. The subcategory is also Whom It May. As a matter of fact, anything I write will be in that category on the website.
Whom It May.
I'll
Joe
put-
Newton, brother.
Nice to meet you, Joe. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, what's your name?
Bobby Abercrombie.
Are you for this or against it?
I am absolutely in the belief that CNN is fake news. The other sub partials to that, I can't have a stance. The number one cause for me doing what I do is because I believe that is fake news. So I firmly stand by what they're marching for today, and I firmly stand for their right to march today.
That thing is iCitizenNews.net.
iCitizenNews.net or iCitizen.news. That will take you there as well. I think things are kind of slowing down a little bit. I know everybody might be taking a break to get wound back up again.
Yeah, they're getting hot. Yeah. That's why I'm hiding around this tree.
All right, man. Thank you for your time.
Who you with?
And iCitizenNews.net.
iCitizens News? Who's that?
iCitizen News, Independent Citizen News.
Never heard of it.
We're
Check it out.
We're 10 guys around the country that live stream everything.
Cool. When did y'all start?
I think we started the website back in November, or October, November, I believe. It might have been a little sooner than that. But
Exciting time, isn't it?
yeah, most definitely.
Are you here in Atlanta?
I've been creating content for a little over an hour, for a little over a year. And I just began to work with these guys on a more regular basis, and it was an easy thought to start working with them.
I'll check out your website. You're good.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys. You might get a shot from the other side of the road, but other than that,
People are definitely out in major.
get one more good shot. This is kind of what it's dwindled down to. I mean, it was a much bigger crowd before, but yeah, I think it's about a done deal. I'm gonna hang out in the city for a little while, see what else happens. Then I'll be retreating back to the house. But y'all take it easy. Peace.